being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Barnett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the toss. Got the first down, looking for more. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, you can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Watson. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. It is so hard to stop a drive. When you force a field goal, force the field goal. Don't give them another 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it again. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Oh, he's got a chance. Brings him to the open. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Barnett. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Vols come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Spits it out to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there. And he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. He's got him. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Payne. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he is just...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the 1st half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Auburn. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Running back searching for a hole. Jumped on top of the pile. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keep it on the ground. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. There he goes. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To the air, it's Knight. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. Right now, they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. He's got the tight end. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory and a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. They're working that left side. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Power football with the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And how about that? In the fourth quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got room to work. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got some room entered the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Change now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Past the 40. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Vols are threatening on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to barrel in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We thought we might might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Coleman. Fires to the big fella. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards.